So folks, today on Beam, we're going to be checking out this awesome vintage T-Series tow truck. So one thing to keep in note that this thing is currently in beta, but I think it is actually really awesome. Not only does it add this tow truck, but it adds a normal diesel configuration so you can still haul around trailers, and I love the styling on this. So we've got a broken down Jeep over there, because of course it is. By the way, I talk bad about Jeeps sometimes because I own one and I've had no luck with it. Not gonna lie, it keeps breaking down on us. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and haul this off. It is really cool. It uses like the retro T-Series dash here, so some of the buttons still work. You got your lights here. It's fog lights. Got your. Is there beacons on this? But I don't think there's beacon lights. It is in beta. Now that I think about it, would they even had like beacon lights? Yeah, I'm not even really sure. But yeah, you got your engine brake. I mean, it looks like everything still pretty much functions in here. You got your parking brake down there. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're going back up to this this hopper here. And I've already tested this out once. This thing's got some pretty glorious power. I've got one of the higher up engine configurations. So she gets up and goes. Now you're probably also asking yourself, well, how do you keep stuff on the trailer? Well, like most rollbacks in the game, you just put it into park and then hope that it stays up here. But this one does have a pretty neat feature. So for any vehicle that actually has a hitch, hold on, let's put the parking brake back on. You can turn on the hitch button, or I think you can attach a hitch up here. I think it's an invisible hitch, but it'll lock down vehicles. All right, let's go ahead and start to drop those ramps real quick. So yeah, the engine's got to be on. You hold Alt-I, and you can see these little wooden ramps coming out. Looks really awesome. Let's wait until they're touching the ground. There we go. All right, so we're going to back up the Jeep here real quick. Come on, baby. And we're going to hit... Oh, yeah, it's already on there. So you just have to be in the vehicle with the hitch. Not going to lie, I almost just drove the Jeep off the side. And then, look, it connects right into there. That way you don't actually lose the vehicle. So let's go ahead and shut the Jeep off there. Parking brake is on. And, yeah, it'll actually stay on there. Like, I could probably fly through traffic and it'll be perfectly fine. And so let's go ahead and hop back into here. And then, yeah, we'll hold Alt-K, and that will put those ramps back in, and we are ready to take off here. She is secure on there. That's, like, as good as having tie-downs on there. Actually, I wonder if I take a corner too fast since it's on the hitch, will the tires lose grip and, like, maybe it'll fly off the side but stay attached? I'm actually curious about that. That actually looks completely secured. Oh, my goodness, the wheel spin. Oh, watch out, vintage tow truck, or I guess you can call it ramp truck, coming through. Oh my goodness, everybody keeps hitting the brakes in front of me. I got places to take this. I'm gonna fly down the highway and hopefully not hit anybody. By the way, if you're wondering how I have my traffic currently spawned in, I am still using the Agent simplified traffic. I just like it, seems to run well. So yeah, that's what I'm using there. And then I'm using still the CK skyboxes if you're curious as to why my game looks maybe a tiny bit more pretty. Okay, watch out. Oh my, see, you got my way there. I had to hit you. Oh my goodness, that took off. Wow, that crumpled up the door and everything. Okay, screw it. We're just going through the grass here to get onto the highway. Oh no, I think my wheel's stuck. You've got to be kidding me. And if I just set this back into place, will it? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Okay, wheels repaired. Jeep is back on, or hopper's back on. I guess I should call it by its lore-friendly name. All right, here we go, and we're gonna take off here. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm not saying Jeeps are bad. The Jeep that I have is a pile of dookie. We have a lot of issues with it, but hopefully, maybe we're fingers crossed, we're good to go on that one now. Oh my goodness, why would you turn in front of the freaking? Oh, well, that's what you get. Oh, well, I guess it's answering the question whether or not the freaking Jeep's gonna stay on the back. It indeed does, and oh, that's a strong hitch. See, that's what happens to your car when you fly in front of traffic. Editor, can we get a replay? I'm not really sure what that person was thinking. You know, now that I have a really good idea. So now that I think about it, I can hitch stuff on here. So that means if I were to take like ramps and jumps, the load would actually stay on the back of the vehicle. We might have to take this over to the car jump arena. So yeah, when you respawn this, if you had the Jeep or whatever vehicle attached to the... attached to the tow hitch, it now spawns it aimed forward in the cab. This is fine. Dude, this is way too fast for a tow truck or a ramp truck. This is honestly cool. Speaking of ramps, I wonder if I could take the cab off, do we think we can jump this thing? I might be able to. Oh, I had another one. You know, that's what happens. This thing does a tremendous amount of damage because it's a big, giant truck, and I think everything that I've hit, I've completely obliterated. Okay, we're gonna move this back over here. Let's go ahead. Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the Jeep that's attached to it. I'm wondering if we could jump this thing. Like, I feel like the cab obviously is gonna be in the way, and potentially the bar that's, I think, protecting the driver. But it doesn't hurt to try at least, right? You know, if you hit it hard enough, you might be able to get it to fly through the sky. So, okay, we know it's in the left lane here. Here we go. We're just gonna obliterate the cab. I just want to try it with the cab on and see if by chance we can clear it. And oh my, wait. So I had like a weird lag spike there as soon as I hit the truck. I cleared it. Hold on, this is like another, you know, we used another mod for jumping purposes. This one works just as well. We're gonna say maybe it was a fluke. How did I clear it? I think it took the front bumper off. So that's probably what hit the cab, but hold on, let's go ahead and slow it down here. Actually, let's do it here. There we go. We are about to launch a drag truck. Here it is. Oh, wait, why was I not so lucky that time? Well, gosh darn it, I did it the first time and it worked perfect. And I was like, oh, it's actually a decent ramp truck. And then I moved it into slow-mo and, well, at least we parked on the back of it. But yeah, I hope this thing gets more updates. This is a cool one. I'd love to see the maybe the doors where you can open up those, maybe these little side hatches. But this thing is definitely freaking awesome. So you might be asking, well, what other configurations are there? Well, we got to go to the T-Series, and then they're all up here at the top. So you have an i6, you have the V8. We had the V8 diesel, but then you have the hauler styles. So you got a vintage one, and then you got a vintage V8. Let's go ahead and pull that out real quick. That is a awesome looking like single cab truck. Like, it's exciting enough getting the ramp truck, but being able to have like this is cool. Well, I like this. This is nice and cozy. You know what? Why don't we go pick up a load real quick and see what kind of hauling power this thing's got. I don't think it's gonna have many issues. I do notice there's no like locking differentials or anything, so you know, I think it's gonna be fine. Okay, the odds of this thing being able to pick up that tasty cola. You know, this would make a really cool hauler for like a race car. Like some vintage drag racing cars or something. Honestly, you could probably use this thing in a career mode too. All right, we're going to go ahead and hook up here. Back it up a little bit more here. On, it's connecting, I believe. Oh, there. Okay, it took it a second. You know, on. Here we go. Pulling it out real quick. By the way, this is a full load here. I'm going to show you guys no tricks here. We got plenty of tasty cola there in the back. You know, I like doing episodes like this. A lot of times I have like some sort of like crazy, chaotic objective. Other times I just like playing with a new mod. And I think this mod is definitely worth it. It is pretty awesome. All right, let's go and pull out here. You know, maybe we don't need the locking diffs and all that. Especially for some like highway driving, I believe this thing is perfectly capable. Except for that traffic car that just, why would you do that? Yeah, see, this is what happens to your nice car. Like, you see this big truck pulling out of this little yard over here. Why would you pull in front of me? I can definitely tell she's struggling a little bit. Like, it's slowly getting up there. It'd be a slow grind, but I think it could definitely probably get on the highway. I don't know if we can get up the highway speed, though. You might want to go with a little bit smaller trailers. I definitely think an empty trailer, maybe like I said, a race car trailer would work out pretty well. I mean, it's slowly getting up there. Was there anything that I could add to this to maybe make it a little bit faster? Oh, she does not slow down well. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and go into our vehicle options here. So there's a couple other options. So we're going to go ahead and put like nitrous oxide and stuff on here real quick. And then I got a stage 4 supercharger. Just see if we can make this thing a little bit more efficient while hauling this. Actually, it's moving pretty decent. I got nitrous in there right now. It's probably overkill and it's probably going to grenade itself soon. But it definitely seemed like it got up a little bit faster. I still don't think its top speed is going to be great with the full load. You got to test it though. It's kind of curious how much this vintage truck can handle. But I think it can handle a decent bit. I mean, it's probably a miracle that it's pulling this right now. We're starting to overheat though. I think there's a reason that stage 4 wasn't on there, and we're just gonna fly off here real quick. So yeah, I definitely want to real quick go over to the car jump arena because I want to jump with a vehicle attached to the back just to see what would happen. But I really like this. This is very good, even for just being a beta right now. Okay, we are gonna do this with the D series here. Oh, I actually bottomed out. We good? Okay. Okay, we are hooked up. Once again, we're gonna go Alt-K. Go ahead and put those back in. And yeah, we're ready to launch off this massive jump. So what's that vehicle gonna do to it is the question. It is definitely gonna stay attached. We know that. So here we go. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful looking. This is a beautiful truck. I love vintage vehicles. And this one just fits right in. Lure friendly. Should definitely go check it out. Here we go. It's going to be 160 plus, and we are going to launch off with the vehicle attached. And are we going to land it? Uh-oh. Come on, baby. And yes, no, it popped off. Wait, it technically landed back on. It's as if we completed our objective, even though I destroyed the whole front end of the vehicle, and we are about to go, oh, there goes the cab. I mean, it landed back on. We had that going for us. That is too awesome. Check it out in the description.